Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 9 on Fargo CW.
What we believe as Christians, that we are to love each other and that we don't have to be enemies or arguing, that we need to find our common ground and work together with all people.
He says that
there are people from all over the world settling in our towns and cities, so understanding and respecting each other's beliefs has become a top priority for several communities. Good evening and thanks for watching. Meet Your Muslim Neighbor is an educational movement happening across the country to show people that not all Muslims are terrorists. Valley News team Giovanna Simic went to an event and shows us why Muslims are asking their neighbors to be more open-minded.
Mahmoud Toumeh was 12 years old when he came to the U.S. He says recent news headlines regarding Muslim terrorists don't represent every Muslim.
They represent a very extreme minority, about less than 0.01% of the Muslim global population.
He was one of many that attended the Meet Your Muslim Neighbor event in Detroit Lakes. The mission of the occasion, to get rid of misconceptions and allow people to get to know Muslims living in the area.
The rhetoric and the fear and hatred that are spreading through our communities is, I think, one of our biggest responsibilities we have as Christians and as human beings, is to try to do what we can to counter that.
As Muslims, there is not one brush that can paint us all. We're very different, just like any other culture, any other nationality.
Even though there were a few disgruntled audience members.
I can't understand why you'd have an angry God to kill people, and they holler, Allah Akbar, or whatever it is.
Allah Akbar just means God is great. Probably you didn't listen to anything I say just now.
The Muslim community says they hope people can still keep an open mind about their religion.
Where are we going to go if we can't love one another?
Toumeh has this message for everyone.
Not to be afraid to reach out to people that are different from you, whether they're different in their sexuality, in their nationality, in their religion.
In Detroit Lakes, Giovanna Simic, Valley News Live.
For more information regarding events like this one, head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. So, Justin, weather, what do we have? I know it's getting colder next week coming up.
Yeah, well, we were unseasonably warm for today. A little breezy, but plenty of sunshine out there. Let's take a look at that tower cam, and we are seeing a few more passing clouds getting into the Fargo area. Still not bad. Partly cloudy skies and a temperature at 69 degrees right now, with Moorhead holding at 64. Wind is south. It is around 10 miles per hour out there across the region, and out toward the Grand Forks area at 68 degrees, with wind southeast around 11 miles per hour. Other temperatures show we're at 68, Valley City, Jamestown, mid-60s out toward Devil's Lake into Minnesota, Northland, ranging from the low to mid-60s, and into Lakes Country, we're into the mid-60s out there. Now, the high temperatures today in Fargo got up to 79 degrees. That is about 15 degrees above normal. Grand Forks at 78, Valley City at 77, Jamestown, your high today, 78, and a little cooler into the low to mid-70s across Minnesota. Now, the wind speeds show we're still mainly from the south. The winds have died down just a little, but between 5 and 15 miles per hour from the south or southeast right now. Still pumping in that warm air from the south. Other than that, we are mainly clear out there across the forecast area, with the exception of out toward Jamestown, just south of Devil's Lake, north of Valley City. A few more passing clouds with a couple of showers, and that's basically it for the moisture. Not a lot of moisture this weekend. High pressure was in charge of our forecast, still working its way away from us. It's to our south, giving us that nice southerly wind. This low pressure system is pretty slow. It's still approaching, and it will get here as we go through the next couple of days or so. It'll be here by around Monday night. So as we track it through time, here's your forecast map as we go through the overnight period. Temperatures near 60 degrees for a low, mainly dry out there, and mostly sunny skies to start off the day on Monday, with the showers and possible thunderstorms on our doorstep as we go through the evening period, and they'll get here as we go through the overnight. So taking a look at the area planner for tomorrow, temperatures mainly into the mid-70s, mostly sunny skies. We keep the breezy southerly wind, and we're warm for Monday, but temperatures start to fall by Tuesday when we're going to be windy and rainy. Some remnant rain showers on Wednesday, and then temperatures do fall back into the low to mid-50s with lows in the lower 30s, partly cloudy Thursday and Friday. Another slight chance of some rain showers on Saturday. We're going to stay in the 50s for highs next weekend.
And do we think this cooling trend is going to continue happening? I see it goes back up to 59 next Sunday. So is that all in flux, or?
It will get a little warmer, but overall it will get cooler and cooler as we go through October.
Okay, thank you so much, Justin.
Yep.
And remember, you can stay up to date on the weather conditions where you are anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Weather app to get the latest weather conditions and even follow the radar live. Search VNL in the App Store. Minnesota's top health insurance regulators say the state's individual market is in an emergency situation amid big rate increases for next year. That's according to Department of Commerce Commissioner Mike Rothman, who told the Associated Press that the 5 companies offering plans through the state's exchange or directly to consumers were prepared to leave the market for 2017. Rothman said in the interview that big rate increases were the trade-off to convince all but one company to remain for now, which he calls a temporary fix. Rothman says he hopes lawmakers will make reforms before the market collapses. Grand Forks Police wants you to remind your kids about what to do if a stranger approaches them. That's because 41-year-old Eric Larson was talking to 2 boys earlier today in Grand Forks. They thought Larson was trying to abduct the boys based on the phone call to police, but it turns out he had an unusual conversation with them. He's in Grand Forks County Jail facing a disorderly conduct charge. The Otter County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help finding a missing vulnerable adult. Thomas Alstott, 89, has not been heard from since noon on Wednesday, September 28th. Alstott lives on the south side of Spitzer Lake off Otter County Highway 38. An extensive air, land, and water search for Alstott was conducted on Friday, September 30th around his home. Alstott is 5'8" tall, approximately 135 pounds, and wears glasses. He does not have a vehicle. Anyone with information is asked to call the Otter County Sheriff's Office at 218-998-8555. For many people, our parents are our biggest inspiration. Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons shows us how one man's mother inspired him to create an app that he hopes will help many people just like his mom.
Dawn Knutson is a mother of 3, and looks can be deceiving because you don't realize she's struggling with type 1 diabetes and other health issues.
I almost died a couple times from diabetic ketoacidosis, and so I'm trying to recover from the last bout of that.
Her health conditions leave her homebound without a driver's license and causing her to lose friends.
And I had all this time and all these things I loved doing, but I either couldn't or didn't want to do them by myself.
About 3 years ago, Brett saw his mother was ready to give up and wanted to help. He created the Hive Social app, which helps bring people with alike interests together, using social media to get connected and make friends with people in your area.
You select a bunch of different communities that are interest-based, and you can follow them all. And then you can either go into a community and post with other people who are talking about that same topic, or you can go to your Buzz, which is kind of a news feed.
NDSU students tested the Hive Social app, and the very first friend was made, thanks to a love of archery.
We feel like it should be as normal to make friends online as it is to go dating online.
Since the app launched mid-September, Dawn has been using it, making posts under hobbies like pets because of her Chihuahua Leah, and parents and children because she was an early special education teacher. She has since made new best friends.
And I've just been excited and hopeful ever since. And it's changed my whole idea of the future because now I have a long list of things I can't wait to do.
Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
If you want to check out Hive Social, you can find it in your app store on both Android and Apple phones. Fargo-Moorhead visual artists and the Plains Art Museum team up for a weekend-long studio art crawl. The crawl features the studios of 39 local artists in the FM area, where many of them demonstrate exactly how they do their craft and show off their best works of art. There's a preview gallery at the Plains Art Museum with all their artwork in one place.
And that's up like a whole month before. It's still up for another 10 days. And actually, I'd recommend people get a brochure because you'll have like a catalog of local artists you can, with their contact information.
If you would like to know what other events at the Plains Art Museum and the FM Visual Artists have coming up, head over to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. A corn maze in Pelican Rapids, Minnesota is drawing a lot of attention for its unique design. In honor of Peanuts' Great Pumpkin Special's 50th anniversary, Thea's Pumpkin Patch has a corn maze in the shape of Charlie Brown and Linus. The farm is one of 80 in the U.S. to feature a Peanuts corn maze. Along with the maze, there is even a petting zoo and characters like Shrek and Donkey. The owners of the Pumpkin Patch say they started this 7 years ago for their daughter's college fund, and since then it has grown.
The first week we were open, we had license plates from New York sitting in the parking lot, and signed in on our guest book from Sacramento and San Diego, California. You know, not that they drive up just to see it, but they're driving by and they're curious, so they pull in.
For more information about Thea's Pumpkin Patch, head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Still ahead tonight, the campaign is heating up. We'll tell you how our presidential candidate spent the weekend.
You're watching Valley News Live.